I write to explain why I have razor blades between my teeth. Sonia Sanchez. Hi, it's Val. I'm going to be talking about Sonia Sanchez, the beautiful playwright, poet, and female activist. She is the author of 16 books that range from poetry to children's writing. Her first two collections, Homecoming, published in 1969, and We a Bad People, 1970, are reflective of her radicalism and really affiliated with the Black arts movement that happened around the 1960s. So a little bit of background information about her. Between 1969 and 1977, Sanchez taught at several universities, including the University of Pittsburgh, Rutgers University, Manhattan Community College, City College of the City University of New York, and Amherst College. Earlier in the 60s, she also started the Black Studies Department in San Francisco College. She has won numerous awards for her beautiful work. She is a recipient of the 1999 Langston Hughes Poetry Award and is a 2001 Poetry Society of America's Robert Frost medalist. So Sonia uses playwriting as a venue for the artistic expression of social protests and of injustice. In her plays, she talks a lot about Black militant revolution and particularly about the dual oppression of African American women. For example, from her play The Bronx is Next, there's a character called Black Bitch, and this is a quote that she says within the play. But all you revolutionists or nationalists or whatever you call yourselves, do you know where you at? I am a Black woman, and I've had Black men who could not love me or my Black boys. Where are you going to find Black women to love you when all this is over, when you need them? So this quote is just an example of how Sonia provokes commentary in interracial sexism and interracial racism. It's a lot of topics that she talks about throughout her plays. And the movement may have been about Black consciousness through Black revolutionary theater. However, Sonia is one of the few women playwriters and brings up a lot of hard topics that she got a lot of criticism on. She talks about issues that were never really talked about before, like Black sexism. She breaks through boundaries, and while the time was progressive, it wasn't progressive enough to her. She contributed a lot to the legacy of female playwriters and to the structure and dictation of plays themselves. She strays away from Eurocentric standards and shatters the patriarchy within her playwriting. She also has ritualistic language that is almost lyrical. This is a quote when asked how her plays focus on the issues of Black women in the community. In the midst of all this great flourish and expanse of self-determination, there was still a problem of, I'll put that in quotes, the problem of women. You know, in the midst of all this stuff that's happening, all this talk that's going on, what a new time this was, my play is talking about what seems like the same old times as it relates to Black women. So Sonia Sanchez was a very active voice within the Black community, but also for Black women who didn't experience a lot of intersectionality within those times. And I'll end with this quote from her. People can't keep their hands off beauty. Sonia Sanchez. Thank you.